Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to New Japan Pro Wrestling G1 Climax 26. We are on day 6, and this is the final B block match of the day. Katsuyori Shibata taking on the Unbreakable one, Michael Elgin. And I forgot in our last video, Michael Elgin is 0-2, so if he ends up not winning this match against Shibata, he will be 0-3, and he will be in the same category as Tanahashi in the other block. So that's my mistake for not bringing that up in our last discussion at the end of Honma and Omega. But that being said, this match is shaping up to be, like I said back then, is a slugfest. Let's see how this turns out. We are at 2 hours, 27 minutes, and 50 seconds. So that's 2:27:50 in the New Japan World Player. We will be hitting play on go. 3, 2, 1, go. And there you see Elgin, big power beard to try and soften the forearm shots. And there's Shibata, and the bell just rang.
Huge opportunity for Shibata, as we've been saying, with champions in the G1 Climax. If he beats Elgin, could certainly position him for an IWGP Intercontinental Championship match.
Shibata, like Yoshihashi, has that shoulder taped up.
Yeah, so Elgin would be wise to exploit it.
I think it was Yoshihashi's left shoulder, though, and Shibata's right.
I mean, I'd say that if you work it over, you could take away the efficacy of the strikes of that arm, but Shibata knows no such thing. He's going to power through and he's going to hurt you, and it's just going to be a bad time.
You know, it's funny because it seems like a lot of shoulders have been getting injured this G1. I mean, you talk about Yoshihashi's left and Shibata's right, but then you can also talk about Tanahashi's left and Okada's right.
Right.
You got to remember, day one, Sanada defeated Tanahashi by working over his left arm and making it weak so that he could lock in the skull end at the end of that match. And Marufuji defeated Okada, spending most of the match working over his right arm.
Exactly. And now you see here, but look at Shibata kicking there at the leg, and now just brings Elgin down. Shibata with the clear leverage advantage here.
Yeah.
Oh, and now he's going to see it. He's going to stomp on that elbow. And he does. Oh, God, that's always so painful. Yeah. And a kick right there to the shoulder. And now he's going to isolate the arm and pick that apart.
Shibata has
just driving the knee.
More of a mean streak this year, I feel, than he's had in previous years.
I'm telling you, man, I'm curious if he can beat Elgin here, because ever since that loss to Hanma, I think something in Shibata snapped. Yeah. I think he almost felt insulted that he lost to a man like Hanma. And hey, Hanma's no joke. That's not me taking the piss out of Hanma. It's just me saying I think Shibata
look at this ability. Look at this. Shibata, you said Hanma, it got me thinking about him, but Shibata almost taking a page out of Naito's playbook here. Naito likes to use this leg scissors cross, in his case, knee lock. I guess this would be an elbow lock with Shibata.
I mean, we've got almost a short arm scissors, but now Elgin, look at that. Elgin now with the leverage advantage. Can he power through? Wow. He does. Look at that. Electric chair almost there for Shibata, and now he's going to, wow. Okay, that's an interesting choice by Elgin.
I thought he would just fall back and kind of drop him into a power bomb.
And now backs him up. Wow. Very interesting choice there by Elgin. I thought he would want to turn that into an offensive maneuver, but then again,
I'm not. Really interesting submission hold by Shibata, though. Really very Naito-esque, except to the arm instead of the leg.
Definitely, and like you said, it's all about that ruthlessness as he goes right back to the arm. I think he was just so offended, thinking, I can't believe I lost to Hanma of all people. That'll never happen again. And then he answered strongly, beating Nakajima.
He is really going after that arm of Elgin.
He is. I mean, you take
away the arm. He wants to even the playing field. His shoulder's injured. He wants to injure Elgin's shoulder, too.
Exactly. We want some equivalency in this match.
Elgin is a big, strong guy, though. It's going to take a lot more to injure him than it would Shibata, just because Shibata has so much less meat on his bones than Elgin.
And now Shibata inviting the strikes of Elgin, getting properly seated and saying, come on, what do you got? And now look at that, took it. And now Elgin's going to say, come on, do it. This is very interesting. I think this is the closest thing to a macho.
That actually didn't seem like so bad of a kick there from Shibata. Normally he really lays his in, and that felt kind of tame. And now Elgin really laying in a chop there.
And Shibata just shaking his head like, come on, man, that's all you got? And now look at this. Oh, the kick there to Elgin. Elgin kind of absorbing it there.
Yeah.
And now saying, all right. Oh. And another chop there.
Elgin's chops might not be as lightning quick as Marufuji's, but he's got a lot more force behind his.
Absolutely. Now Shibata readying the leg, and oh, there's the kick there. Wow.
They say force equals mass times acceleration. Marufuji's got the acceleration, but Elgin's got the mass.
Exactly. And now the forearm strikes here. Both men vertical. Oh, and now Elgin might have gotten the better of that exchange. He did. Alternating forearm strikes.
Shibata looks out on his feet.
He does a little bit. Can Elgin follow through? But oh, Shibata with the boot, and Elgin trying to power through.
How smart was that of Elgin, though? As soon as Shibata got done with the boot, he went for that German, and Elgin stopped it right away, knew it was coming, cut it off at the pass.
And now a boot right to the bad arm and shoulder of
Look
Shibata.
at this.
And now
Elgin is doing so well right now, just absorbing Shibata's blows, finding ways to counter them, and then moving it into his own offense.
Exactly.
Oh.
Elgin, what's he thinking about
I wasn't
here?
sure if he was going to come off of the apron or if he was just going to drop down like he did, but he did.
I think Elgin's in a state of contemplation, like, how can I really hurt Shibata? How can I finally get on the board and be 1-2?
Yeah, and look at this. I think that's going into the ring post. Oh!
And it is. Oh, beautifully done. And Elgin, I'll tell you, just vicious.
You know what, though? On Elgin's part, though, he might be the most underrated mental preparation guy in this tournament.
Well, you definitely see him acting as more of a technician in this match. I think he's trying a new strategy, and it just stomps right on that shoulder there.
I mean, though, he is 0-2, but look who he's lost to. Evil and Naito. Those are guys that you can't scoff at.
Exactly.
And Elgin, I think that what really sets him apart is that he is more tactical about his approach.
Exactly.
He's already got the big power beard. Whether you want to, kind of give him credit for doing that on purpose or whether you just want to say it's a style choice, either way, it's going to soften the blow of forearms.
Right.
You saw earlier he got a major advantage in a forearm exchange with Shibata, and Shibata never loses forearm exchanges.
Exactly.
And now you see Elgin, every time Shibata gets some offense, he'll kind of absorb it. He'll use that extra meat on his body to take the damage. And look at this. Look at this. Shibata throwing these forearms.
Oh, what Elgin, a boot to the head there.
Right in the beard, though. And now another big boot there. But Elgin is absorbing all of this.
Yeah, but even Elgin, though, look at this, going down to a seated position.
He's going to go for a drop kick here. And
now, basement drop kick there. Beautifully done by Shibata.
I'm really impressed by Elgin in this match. And it's not just the beard. Don't take it as something that's superficial. It's more than that. It's because he's been tactical.
Absolutely. And a kick out there by Elgin after the suplex by Shibata. And Shibata now, if he's able to dictate the pace and stop Elgin from targeting his shoulder, that'd be a great thing for Shibata. Doesn't quite have it in, though. Elgin resisting.
Again, look at again, Elgin, even though it didn't actually fully work, he tried to do the right thing. He was attempting to, and look at this. Now, using his strength to pull, look at that. And then the hip toss.
Beautifully done there. And now, look at Gamagiri there.
Big Gamagiri. It might have even been an Enzigiri there. It looked like it hit the back of Shibata's head. And now Elgin.
Now getting up in the face of Shibata.
That was intimidating. It was head to head with Shibata there.
And now Shibata slow to his feet, but he gets there with the rope assist. And now Elgin gonna charge at Shibata. Meets the boot. And now Shibata, look at this guillotine. Great body scissors. That's perfection
Shibata
right
locks
there.
In a guillotine. It is hard to counter.
I think Shibata is one of the best guillotines in the business for my money. Yeah. And now Elgin sank like a stone.
I think I hear Shibata saying, "Ask him!"
But Elgin, though, wagging the finger. He's got that intensity all over his face. Is he going to? No. Shibata keeps it hooked. It's hooked in deep.
You can see Shibata has his fingers locked now underneath Elgin's chin.
Exactly.
That's going to be really difficult for Elgin to power out of. But look at this. He's
going to try, though. Up to one knee.
Yeah.
Up to both. He's regained vertical.
Suplex.
Could it be?
Oh, my.
And it is.
Wow.
He got it. Shibata, though smart, immediately goes to his stomach so he's not vulnerable to pin attempts.
I wonder how much of that has to do with the beard, though. How much more difficult is it to lock in a proper guillotine when you can't get straight to the guy's neck? You have to go through a big chunk of hair.
That is a good point. it certainly could have inhibited Shibata's movements to a degree.
Yep.
And now Shibata's got to get back in this somehow, man. I mean, he really has a chance. If he can beat Elgin today, that would be great positioning for Shibata because he would also be in that 2-1 class.
Yeah, and that would drop Elgin to 0-3. Or if Elgin wins, they'd both be 1-2.
That is true. That is true. They'd share a fate together, and I'm sure that's what Shibata wants to avoid. And now Elgin, what a corner lariat, though. All the momentum behind it. Shibata just collapses there.
Yeah, I can't blame him, though. If I was Shibata right now, I'd probably collapse, too. What is this?
Is it going to be a bear hug flag? And yeah, almost. Had the positioning of a bear hug, but it was a release suplex. I know, Shibata kicked that.
Really interesting suplex. I've never seen that variation before, I don't think.
No, I think I've only seen that variation maybe 1 or 2 times. It's not something you see very often. And now, forearm there to Shibata. Shibata rocked there a little bit.
And
now,
what's smart here is he's forearming Shibata, but if Shibata tries to fire back, it's not going to be as effective.
Exactly.
And there you see.
No.
Look at Mike, though. Oh, he is staggered. He is staggered.
Oh, now Shibata going to charge.
Oh,
he got caught.
Maybe he was baiting him in.
Maybe. Oh, but Shibata fighting for his life there.
Slam.
Oh, now, wait a minute here. What's
springboard, or not a hit springboard,
a springboard splash? Maybe we know he likes to do that over the rope with this kind of positioning.
It's a slingshot splash.
A slingshot splash, excuse me. And now Elgin misses anyway. It's a moot point as now Shibata crossface. Wow. Crossface locked in.
Oh, and he has the other arm trapped.
That's a brilliant variation by Shibata.
Well, Elgin got his arm out and he got his foot on the rope, so no more of that.
Well, he was at least able to make Elgin expend a little bit more energy than he was originally.
Shoot kicks, lefts and rights.
Yeah, alternating back and front.
Oh, and the forearm from hell. Now into the German.
And he got it.
Dropped him right on his head and neck. Oh, and Shibata with a German of his own.
And he got that.
Taking a page out of Cage Matanza here.
Oh, and now Elgin. Oh, got the arm kick.
Oh, the lariat.
Oh, Jesus.
Got his head off. Wow.
Shibata, that took him out so much. He's on the outside now.
Yeah.
Shibata doesn't even know where the hell he is, I bet.
I don't know if he does.
And now Elgin, this gives him a great opportunity to recuperate, regain his bearings, and mount an offensive.
Yep.
At the same time, the referee's starting the count. But I don't think Elgin would want to take a count out victory. I think it's a pride issue for Big Mike here.
I mean, maybe, but getting on the board is getting on the board is getting on the board. You know, whether
exactly.
It's count out by disqualification, by pinfall, submission, whatever, a win is a win is a win in this tournament, and 2 points are 2 points, and he'll take them any way he can get them.
Hey, partner, you know I'm one scummy son of a bitch. I'm not going to take umbrage with your assessment. I think that's right on point.
I think he's going to powerbomb him onto the ring post.
And if he gets... Oh, wait a minute. And he does.
Yeah, I thought Shibata might have stood on the guardrail there and kind of taken the leverage back, but no. Wasn't able to find his balance there.
That's a dominant move.
Oh, I think Elgin's going for it a second time. Is Shibata going to be able to...
And...
again.
He got it.
And the thing is, your spine affects so much of your upper body. Your spine can cause headaches, neck, shoulders. And I want to emphasize shoulders because look at Shibata right now.
Absolutely.
I actually know somebody who has shoulder issues, and doctors are going to be doing spinal surgery in order to try and fix that, because that's just how much your spine can affect your upper body.
Absolutely. What a power bomb there by Elgin. He's going to stag him up, but now that's positioned for a triangle. I know, just the arm bar.
Really not smart on Elgin's part. That pinfall was really odd.
No, I mean, Shibata well-versed in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That's where you fight on your back. Now Elgin with the hands clasped.
And you can see Shibata has the arms locked. And
now the triangle.
Now, yeah, exactly.
That's a damn beautiful triangle right there. One that's capable of choking Big Mike out.
Doesn't have it locked in properly yet, though. And looks like Elgin's going to be able to powerbomb him from this position.
Oh, and now the leverage back to Elgin.
Buckle bomb.
And buckle bomb. Wow, drove Shibata in there.
And now he's going to go for that spinning sit-out powerbomb, I think.
And that could do it.
Hit it, though.
And no.
Shibata.
Look at that counter by Shibata.
He doesn't have it locked in yet, though. He needs to get his right arm into sort of position where his left hand is in the pit of his right elbow and lock it. But he doesn't have it there yet. He's still kind of struggling here.
And now Elgin, he got to the ropes. But Shibata, look at the kick there. Separating Elgin from the ropes and then back to it. That's so smart by Shibata.
Trying, but again, he can't get it properly locked in. Oh!
Oh, traps the arm and now, oh, what a suplex.
God! A sleeper plex. 1, 2, and Elgin kicks out at 2.
Elgin's staying in it. He's staying in it.
I don't think I've ever seen a sleeper plex before either. Have you?
Very rare. I don't think I've ever seen it myself. There may have been one instance, but Shibata breaking it out here.
If there is an instance, it was PWG because they just pull everything out there.
Exactly. Just kicked there by Shibata. And now Michael Elgin is seated. Could it be? No, Shibata. I think he wants to do the PK his way. Off the ropes. Lariat by Elgin. Lateral press. And Shibata kicks out at 1. Michael Elgin, though, measuring his man. He has to know, I have got Shibata on the ropes. I'm personally not counting Shibata out yet, though. I still stand by what I said, that this is a new Shibata. Elgin off the ropes, boot there by Shibata.
Now Shibata off the ropes, but Elgin wants another lariat there.
Oh, Shibata ate it, though. Shibata's fired up. And another lariat, that one takes him down.
Yeah, eat all you want, but eventually you're going to get full.
Yeah, well said, partner. And now Elgin off the ropes. Back of the head. And now going forward. Forward.
In Elgin. Oh, I think he's going to go count.
Oh, yeah, telling the ref to count. And kick out. If I was Elgin, I would have just done the powerbomb, but he got it anyway. Another buckle bomb.
If he gets the spinning sit-up powerbomb, that might be it. 1, 2, 3
count. Wow.
Is on the board, even though I was wrong before. It turns out I ended up going to be right anyway. Nobody in the B block has a 0 in their win column.
Exactly.
And now Elgin forces Shibata down to 1 and 2 while rising up to the 1 and 2 ranks himself. And in doing so, Elgin and Shibata are now the bottom rung in the B block ladder because there is nobody 0 and 3.
Exactly. Shibata just writhing in pain. He ate so many power bombs. That shoulder's got to be hanging on by a thread.
Yeah.
And Elgin gets the win here.
They're icing the back of Michael Elgin's neck. Have to wonder how much of that is from the series of kicks, the shoot kicks that Shibata was laying in while Elgin was sitting down earlier on in the ring.
Exactly. Michael Elgin finally gets on the board to end day 6 here.
And the back of the neck, too. Let's not forget that ridiculous half Nelson sleeper plex that Shibata delivered. That's got to affect the back of the neck as well. There you can see Michael Elgin with his IWGP Intercontinental Championship and his Lucha Libre Elite Extreme Championship.
Definitely Michael Elgin, awash with gold. And now you see there, laying the titles down. Michael Elgin's got to be thrilled that he's on the board. Hey, don't count anybody out in G1 Climax. Michael Elgin's still in the running to add that IWGP Heavyweight title to his resume.
Oh, man. He's actually able to cut a promo here. Sadly, this Japanese crowd, it might have some familiarity with English, but they're not super fluent in it, and Elgin doesn't speak much Japanese. So we're gonna close it out here, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back with more G1 Climax Day 7 later on today due to the New Japan World Player issue yesterday. Stay tuned.